Thank you very much, Nick. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, Friends for Life is now in its 4th year, and the vital and integral part of the final day at Crufts. We thank you all, those of you here, and of course everyone out there on the internet, for your votes and support. Crufts is about our dogs being fit for purpose, fit for life, and nowhere is that more important or more obvious than in Friends for Life. Our 6 finalists are all worthy of the title, but only one can become a winner tonight, so please, when I introduce each of them, do give them a very warm welcome. Our first finalist, Evie Crook and Jem. Now, 7-year-old Evie Crook is the youngest recipient to date of a hearing dog. Jem is a 2-year-old Labrador who's been specially trained to help a deaf child. The first time Evie stayed at the Hearing Dogs Training Centre was the first time in her whole life that she was able to sleep in a room on her own because she felt safer with Jem. Jem has been trained to find Evie and tell her when one of her family wants her attention, and also takes messages to and from Evie in a special purse that she carries in her mouth. Becky and Dave, Evie's parents, have noticed how Jem's arrival into the family has been so positive for Evie's development.
The scariest thing for me is the night when all are in bed and our eyes are shut tight. I feel I cannot hear or see, but my friend is always with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first finalist, Evie Crook and Jem, coming into the ring with her sister Maddie. Our second finalist, ladies and gentlemen, is Steve Gill and Farley. In 1989, at 20 years of age, Steve was serving as a soldier in the British Army and was on his last few weeks of a posting to Northern Ireland. A routine manoeuvre would change his life forever. Caught in a bomb blast, Steve's injuries, he lost both his legs and an eye. His injuries affected the shape of his spine, making routine actions difficult and painful. Now, his assistant's dog, Farley, has been trained to help him, particularly by picking up dropped items. But he can also empty the washing machine, open doors, and help fetch Steve's prosthetic limbs.
Dogs for Disabled is a great organisation. I was probably the first injured ex-military person that issued a dog to.
Good boy.
Me and Farley, we're mates, we're best mates, that's what we are. We've bonded really well, and if I could just create one partnership doing this through Dogs for Disabled, then I'd be an extremely happy man.
Our second finalist, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Gill and Farley. You'll notice Farley isn't with him. Farley suffered an injury. Been very busy here at the show, and the vets have suggested that Farley rests. But Steve Gill and Farley, our second finalists, ladies and gentlemen. Our third finalist, PC, Neil Sampson and Anya. Now, PC Sampson was on duty with Anya in 2008 when he was called to a local disturbance. Anya had only been working for 6 months before this particular incident, but she immediately reacted when PC Sampson was approached by a man wielding a knife. What follows next is still a slight haze to PC Sampson, but it soon became clear that he had been stabbed and badly injured, and despite his best efforts, he couldn't get up off the ground. In total, he received 7 stab wounds, including 4 to the head. Unknown to Neil Sampson, Anya had also suffered a single stab wound to her chest. Now, throughout this, Anya continued to do her job protecting Neil Sampson. The suspect was arrested, and we're delighted to say that both Neil and Anya have both made a full recovery and are back on active duty.
Here I am, this is me. There's nowhere else on earth I'd rather be.
How can you replace a dog that every time I look at her, I think, thank you. And if anyone tries to take Anya from me, oh boy am I going to put up a fight.
We see Neil Sampson and Anya. Our fourth finalist tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Caroline Rich and Harry. The United Welsh Housing Association found Caroline wandering the streets in only the clothes she stood up in with her Tibetan Terrier, Harry. Now, the obvious love with which Caroline had cared for her dog despite her terrible situation made it clear they should not be parted. The housing project decided to change its policy and allow Caroline to have a place to stay with her dog. The tiny charity Tail Waggers then came to Caroline's aid to pay the service charge on her new flat. The blog appeal by the Tail Waggers brought an unbelievable response, giving Caroline the security she needed.
I suppose this is his 15 minutes of fame, and he deserves it. He's been so good to me. I don't know what I'd have done without him. God only knows where I would be, but I just don't think I'd have had strength without him. Without him being there for me and making me do things. Come on then.
Caroline Rich and Harry. Our fifth finalist today, ladies and gentlemen, Lou Holmes and Brock. Brock is a 5-year-old Collie Cross Australian Shepherd who works closely with his trainer, Lou. They're part of the Lowland Search Dogs team with specific responsibility for people lost in more everyday environment than perhaps the mountain teams would have. The Lowland team have great experience in tracking Alzheimer's sufferers that have left familiar surroundings and become lost and disorientated. Brock was able to track a lady affected by Alzheimer's from her home, including pinpointing a bus stop from whence CCTV footage enabled the lady to be found. This took a matter of hours rather than possibly days that it would have taken without Brock's help. Brock is not only Lou's friend for life, but more importantly, for the many people that he's helped.
I would like to think that if one of my relatives suffered with some terrible illness like Alzheimer's or dementia that affects a staggering number of people, that somebody would be willing to go and look for them when they were vulnerable.
Lou Holmes and Brock, ladies and gentlemen. Our final finalist tonight is Charlotte Bennett and Takara. Charlotte was born with Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, a disease that affects the entire vascular system, causing mobility difficulties as well as severe complications, including internal bleeding. After a childhood spent in great pain and with lengthy stays in hospital, at the age of 17, her parents fulfilled her lifelong dream and bought her a Dalmatian puppy. Takara has given Charlotte a new positive meaning and a real sense of responsibility in her life. For 3 years now, Charlotte has been feeling very much better, despite her mobility worsening.
Ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start.
I always knew that people had canine friends, but the difference that she made to me was just so amazing. I'm a totally different person now. You know, I'm a lot more confident. She gives me the confidence to go places. I'd love to get the recognition that she deserves.
Our sixth finalist, ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte Bennett and Takara. Well, a marvellous lineup of couples, pairings, humans and dog. It's really what Crufts is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Would you put your hands together, please, for all six of our marvellous Friends for Life finalists. Before I came into the ring, I was given an envelope. Just as I came in, the result of the competition. You voted in your thousands. The presenter for this marvellous award for Friends for Life this year is sitting just over here. If I can see her, the lights are very bright here. Harriet Ringsell. Hello, Harriet. Harriet, with Yeppa, last year's winners, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Come in, my darling. Harriet, what did winning this award mean to you last year?
I mean, my life's changed completely now. My year's been fantastic. Me and Yeppa's improved so much. And I was in my wheelchair last time and I'm in my walker now, so it must be a big improvement.
It's a fantastic improvement. And you say it's all down to Yeppa.
I'm really proud of Yeppa. She's done so much for me. I'm just getting all tearful now.
Oh, bless you. I think it was also due to your stoicism and bravery. Terrific. This is Harriet Ringsell without Yeppa, but she's coming into the... Oh, Yeppa's here behind her. That's lovely. Come on in with her dad. In you come, Harriet. So as I said, ladies and gentlemen, as I came into the ring, I was given an envelope. This has the answer. I haven't seen it. You voted in your thousands. We do thank you for all that. It's a great moment for somebody, this, isn't it?
Oh my God, I just wish them all good luck. And they're just fantastic story. And these dogs have made so much of a difference to them. So just really good luck, you guys.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much, Harriet. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Friends for Life 2009 is Lou Holmes and Brock. And well done, Harriet. Thank you for presenting that. Congratulations, Lou. How much does this mean to you?
Not as much as it means to everybody who Brock will, well, hopefully nobody here ever have to use his services for, but to Lowland Search Dogs as an organisation, it means the world, and thank you everybody who voted.
Indeed, thanks for the vote. A lap of honour, please, Lou, if you'd like to go. Please, all put your hands together, please. Marvellous people, ladies and gentlemen. A standing ovation, I think, should be called for. you. Thank you. Rise to these lovely people.
And a standing ovation there for Lou Holmes and Brock, the Lowland Rescue Dog. A wonderful testament, all of these finalists, of the bond between human and dog. That's wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your votes. Congratulations to all our wonderful pairings. Evie there and Steve, minus Farley. Farley will recover. The vets just want him to rest. He hurt his leg earlier. But Lou and Brock, congratulations. Evie Crook with her sister Maddie.
So there we have the final of the Friends for Life competition. Wonderful stories, but I'm sure you know, sitting at home, that we all have our Friends for Life, sitting with you in your sitting room. Purebred or crossbred dogs make wonderful friends for life, and their devotion and companionship is a wonderful thing. So Crufts just giving evidence of that in his marvellous Friends for Life competition. So that brings us to the end of that.